I think they're looking for that area of the field. So it's about 20 meters from the touchline. So it's not on the 15. It's about 5 meters left, targeting defender 6-7. That forces Argentina to make it a defensive decision whether to fold or to stay. And you'll see that they skip their first loose forward every time, get the ball into a back's hand to make a decision. And again, so the moment they go into the 15, Mackenzie should be looking, ordering there at the back, nice and dynamic, like Nick said, straightforward, trying to beat your guy, keep the ball alive. That's a good passage. So if they're not close to that 20, Damian Mackenzie becomes first receiver. Short little pass to that three forwards. If they're a little bit off the touchline, the three forwards is nice and direct, and they want to beat you.
So you say they're forcing defenders to make decisions.
Yes.
What are the options decision-wise from a defender?
Well, I think if you dominate the collision, you create time for guys to make decisions. Like you see there, every collision there, the All Blacks was dominant. Then it's guys making decisions. Then it's quick. Then it's guys scrambling. If with us, if they play Richie Mo'unga and then they play that pack of forwards, on that second pass, we can catch the ball and all.
Yeah. No, so if you ever look, just don't look at the All Blacks, look at the defensive side. Look how passive their defense is. Everyone's going sideways. No one's getting off the line going forward. So the Argentinian defense is lateral, which allows you a soft shoulder to run at. When they go here, they're sort of only half getting off the line, but they're not pressing like South Africa presses, and they smash you behind the advantage line. If you stand here and you start staying on the advantage line and shifting, you give the opportunity to the hard line runner to pick a soft shoulder, and that's very dangerous.
So we're saying Argentina's not making decisions defensive.
They're not getting shoulders on and they're not getting off the line aggressively.
So it's almost like we've got a system.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's wait for the system to work for us. So they're not getting in, I've got to make a decision, they're going to punch you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm asking these questions thinking, how will the box...
Have a look at the second clip,
one,
which is very similar as the second one, which...
so that's from the kickoff after that try. Kickoff, same thing. Looking for that where the wide crosses, they're 20 meters. It's the uncertain corridor. Defenders must make decisions. They know they've got numbers on the blind because there were 3-4 guys on the ruck. Again, skip, boom, away.
Space.
Guys got to be a little bit back for the kick. Support, inside pass, easy try.
So how would you defend that as a coach? I mean, you know where they're trying to get to the 20 meters, whereby, you know, the pack of four is still there. If you've got good handlers, they can probe blind, they can come open side. You're the defensive coach. How would you sort that out? How would you make sure it doesn't happen?
Well, if Argentina's defensive pattern is a little bit quicker off the line, same side, but on the blind, it's a jockey defense. And the reason why they skip that first guy is because then you get stuck onto the second last defender. Then it's a 4-on-2 or 3-on-1. I know the box will get off the line and try and catch that guy ball and all. Because of that area of the field, and that's why I think we improved as well, is there's got to be some guys back to cover kick space. If there was 20 meters up, that winger could have been up, and it's a totally different picture. But because it's in that area of the field, you've got to cover back space. So that's good play from them.
So you make a very good point there. How do you counter it? And I think we have a tendency to say, leave that last guy. We leave him. We're going to make sure that we don't give that first receiver time to pick that man. We get off the line. So that winger's going to go for the interception or hit that second last player. And so he's going to get into the passing lane of the first receiver. And that's our defensive pattern. Our defensive pattern is to close space and force the 10 to go back inside, or to stop and say, I've got to put a chip in here. Maybe suddenly it's not the picture he's faced with is not what he was expecting. Whereas the Argentine, who've got this jockeying, as you call it, shifting defense, the guy's got so much time. You know, you can see the guys aren't sure whether the guy on the unders line is going to get the ball. He can play in front of him. He can play behind his back. And the Boks just don't give that guy enough time. So he's got to make a decision far quicker. That's how we'll defend. We'll get 3 up into their faces, and they're going to have to throw one over the top, basketball pass to get to that wide player.